All right, welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Tiny Aquarium, Social Fishkeeping. A happy aquarium that lives at the bottom of your screen. Tiny Aquarium is a social life idle simulator that keeps growing even when offline. Hatch, sell fish, decorate, go fishing, and visit your friends' aquariums with bite-sized daily sessions. I want to say we've covered a game like this before.
I mean, it's an idle game, and I think we might have done an aquarium simulator before that wasn't an idle game.
I know I
Although-
did
I
a
know we've done,
game where I made an aquarium.
yeah, and then there was that ultimate fishing game.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that being said, this kind of game has a surprisingly long history in the industry. I could cite things like My Aquarium on the WiiWare, going all the way back to El Fish, which was released like in 1991, 1992 on the PC.
Yeah, these go
Like-
hand in hand with like screensavers almost.
Yeah,
This game
I mean-
literally has what is allegedly a screensaver mode.
that is not surprising. So anyway, this was given to Golux for review, in as much as you can review something like this.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, it's an aquarium. Okay, so the gameplay loop is that you either, well, you pretty much you want to buy eggs from the shop for the first few, because your aquarium makes money over time based on how many and what fish are in your aquarium, I guess. And the money is used to buy more fish and stuff to make them better. The fish take an amount of time to grow to adulthood and do eventually die, apparently. I don't know how long that is measured in, but it's probably a while. You can also go fishing for more fish, but the fishing minigame is not super well explored how the controls work, which, considering fishing minigames is one of the oldest minigames in the history of minigames, is not amazing. But yeah, once the fish are adults, you can breed them to get more fish, and if you breed different kinds of fish together, which is not in any way limited by, like, biological possibility, then they will have offspring, and sometimes when it's different ones, you'll get unique variants that are like a fish but a different color. You have like a fish dex to collect which fish you've seen. There are also quests of what to do to get things, experience that appear on the left thing. You unlock things like, I think, a cash shop, but I'm not sure. And some other features like decorations and being able to buy certain kinds of eggs by gaining experience. Yeah, Petty's trying the fishing minigame. So tell me if you can at all get a grasp on the controls for this.
Oh, I can see what they want now. You need to keep the fish in the green section.
Right, but the back and forth controls on the green thing took me forever to actually figure out.
It's hold and release. If you hold it, it goes to the one side. If you release, it goes to the other.
Okay, because when I was at first I was multi-clicking because that's what every fishing minigame ever does. And then when you do that, I think sometimes it gets confused and switches which end is the not hold. So I don't know. But yeah, fishing has a really low success rate.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of junk to sell.
Yeah, you get a lot of junk. You get decorations for your tank, which nice, but not fish, which is the thing you kind of get graded on the most. And when you catch fish, you can also just sell them. Um, and yeah, part of the thing is I did not play this game like over the course of an entire week, which might have been better. And I did not. I visited one other person's fishing minigame once, and looked at a couple of people's fish tanks. That gives you an opportunity to leave reactions, but you don't have to, and I didn't. So yeah, it's all. Also, when you're doing the fishing thing, these pairs of fish visible in the ocean appear, but I cannot tell for sure if that means anything.
It might be
I didn't seem to.
It looks like it
Mhm.
might be a higher chance to get a fish.
Maybe, but
But
if
you,
so, it's still pretty low.
yeah.
You can when you click to feed them with the food, you are in fact just tapping out flakes, so you can do more than you need to.
Mhm.
I think if you do too much, it makes it get dirty slightly faster. But there's also like snail eggs, which I think give you snails, which I don't know if the snails help with cleaning or not. But yes, anyway, once you have the fish and you're waiting for stuff, you can put the game in tiny mode, where it just moves to the bottom of your screen and it's an idle game for a while. And you just have a little fish thing. Or you can not do that, and I believe it still keeps going. I don't know if the game even has to be running for it to do stuff, because there's also one of the modes on the options menu is freeze aquariums, which is the mode that stops everything from progressing.
Mhm. Kind of
You
like a
can't
V-Pet.
really play. Right, you can't really play the game in this mode, but it keeps your fish from dying on you if you don't play the game for longer than it would normally take the fish to die, which I don't know how long is. Because this is apparently a very small team, and there's not a whole ton of documentation. Which I understand, but find a little bit frustrating. So yeah, honestly, it's not. It's a serviceable game, I guess, for what it is. But what it is it's an idle game, which is not a whole lot of a game, really. I imagine a lot of the appeal to this is in the social aspect, which I didn't really bother with because I didn't have a whole lot of time.
Mhm.
So yes, looks like you've successfully bred a fish. If you click on the fish, the new baby fish, you can see if it's the same thing as one of the parents or if it's something different, I think.
Yeah, mine looks to be another goldfish that came from a
Okay.
yellow bass. All right. We're just not going to question that.
Like I said, you can breed fish that, and the fish have like different stats. One of their stats is fertility, which I don't know what that actually affects unless it's
man.
like the cooldown on breeding.
So yeah, here's your aquarium.
Yup. I got some guys in there.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of decorating. It's not bad. It's just it's not a like a not a
It's kind of
enthralling
hard to get back to
experience.
your aquarium,
There's usually a your aquarium button in the top bar,
but like
and if
there's
there isn't,
there's a tanks button, report user, fish. I can hit. It's now giving me the.
isn't that gray button right there?
Yeah, it didn't have that before when I immediately went to it.
Oh, yeah. I do recall that being a little bit awkward when I was visiting a couple of the people's tanks, but yeah. The music is very soothing aquatic ambiance music. I think it's the same track pretty much all the time, aside from when you're actively fishing.
Hmm.
And that's really about what I got. There's not a whole lot there. The fishing is not done the same way as a lot of fishing mini games, and that makes it a little bit awkward to me. I had a pretty, and even if you aren't losing a lot of things, you will fail a lot. You'll get junk that's worth a little bit of money, or decorations which are nice to get, but I don't think you can sell them, and they are not fish, which again, there's like in-game missions for like catching certain numbers of fish usually. The graphics are low poly. Some of the fish are literally just flat textures, I think.
Yeah,
And not a ton of
probably.
pixels, and they do not scale well.
Honestly, they look more kind of like VTuber models.
Maybe when a fish gets big, like the individual pixels it's made out of get bigger,
Yeah.
which is annoying to me personally. I think that's probably most of it. The one thing where the graphics bothered me a little bit is in the fishing game. I don't know if you noticed it, but there's a treasure chest visible in the water by the upper right island, it looked like, and that was nothing.
Mm.
And the fish, I still, like I said, I was not able to determine that if the swirling fish did anything. Though I suspect it is as Petty Fan said, and you get a higher chance of actual fish.
Or
From
a
that.
higher chance of rare fish.
I would take a higher chance of fish, period. Because
Fair.
the chance of fish, not high.
Well, and it's also I play a lot of MMOs. If you weren't, aware, it's very much an MMO coded thing.
Okay. Yeah, it took me because I assumed it was a click to pull in thing for the longest time, and it did not work well. The one. Also, it's a little bit weird. Your ship model is symmetrical, aside from where the anchor is hanging. So if you turn, you can lose track of that, which is I found myself backing up quite a bit. Because you do want you move your boat around with tank controls with either WASD or the arrow keys.
Yeah.
Because you only have a certain radius that you can fish in. So yeah, I didn't have a bad time with it, but there's not a whole heck of a lot there. Is my general experience. But like it says, it's supposed to be mostly an idle game that you play for a little bit every day or a few times a day. And you're supposed to like compare tanks with friends and stuff. So I guess possibly a lot of it will come down to the answer to the question to Adam: how much are they charging?
That's a good question. The answer: $5.
It's not insulting. I might, because a lot of it is idle. I'm generally inclined against paying much for it, but so I might think it could be less. But I also understand you don't want to undervalue your time and stuff. So I guess that's probably fair. So yeah, if you literally want a game to mostly kill time while you're working or doing something else, this will work for that.
You really don't have a long window to trigger the breeding thing.
No, but you can just reactivate it.
Fair.
Also, you can, if you click the fish tab, I think at the top, it
you
brings
can
up all your
sell.
fish.
I don't see an option to make them breed, though.
Oh, I thought you could use that to select a fish, but I guess not. And
Nope.
yeah, and some of them are small
Yeah.
because you're dealing with a large size differential on fish. And yes, you can sell fish if you either catch more than you need. One of the things I noticed in the shop, though I never caught the fish that has it, is that apparently there's a weekly fish that if you catch it, you can sell it for like more than double the normal amount.
Mm-hmm. Again, bounty systems like
Which
that
I
are
guess if
very
you're
common in MMOs.
Yeah, if you're in the game trying to make money, then you can do that. So yeah, I think it's a decent game. It's just
And there's
even
especially
for an idle game, this one didn't really appeal to me.
there isn't a whole lot to do, like just kind of waiting. Like I
Yeah,
can't
and
even
you can
buy a new
upgrade your you
tank
can
or use the online market until I'm level 10. I am level 3.
right. You can upgrade your tank a little bit, I think, if you have enough money, but still.
Oh yeah, I
The best
can.
ways to get money are to be fishing for a long period of time and selling what you catch, or
Mhm.
just get a lot of fish and let them do their fish thing.
Mhm.
Because again, every fish, one of its stats is how much money it makes you per hour, minute.
I think it's hour. Yeah, five gold per hour.
So yeah, that's where the idle comes in. It's
And
not
I
a
think you're
fast idle
only
game generally.
getting XP when you feed them.
Yes, well, you don't only get experience when you feed them, but feeding them is one of the things that gets you experience. It's one of the most reliable stuff. Is like I think you also get experience when you catch certain things while fishing. But yeah. So yeah, that's about what there is. It sure is an aquarium simulator.
All right, then. So that'll about do it for Tiny Aquarium here. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Brock the Brawl Bar.